Alright, good morning everybody. Today's January 10th, and so right now it's about 7:30 in the morning, and I did sleep in a new spot, and I thought it was actually really good, except I was not in the best spot of the spots that I want to be in, because I was slightly crooked. The street wasn't flat, so it was like this, and when I used to have a hammock, that used to be kind of not a problem. But now that I don't have a hammock anymore, I'm eating a bagel with almond butter, and I got this at Walmart, and it doesn't even taste healthy. It tastes like sugar. They put like so much sugar and palm oil in it. Most people don't know that palm oil is actually really bad. It's actually slavery. Palm oil is in a ton of different junk foods. And it's also in cheaper peanut butter or almond butters, because then you don't need to stir it, and people like that convenience. But it's also very bad for families that live in South America, because they mostly work for free. This makes me a hypocrite because I bought it, but it was an accident, and next time I am going to be more careful. Slavery in America is illegal, but buying from other countries where slavery is not necessarily illegal is perfectly fine, and that's what big companies do because it saves them money, and we support it because it's cheaper and we like the taste of it. So just try to be more careful and buy things that have fair trade, and don't be like me, and support, a fair system. So I just got done at the library. I was working on a song called Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles, and I'm taking all of the tracks and recreating them into my own, and then so I'm going to have my own song of it. It's very weird though, because the Beatles were recorded 50 years ago, and a lot of their tracks don't have any tempo, like they didn't use a click track. So anyway, but it's going to be kind of a cool song, and I'll show you kind of my idea of what I want from it, because it's not going to be like a normal 70s type of song. I kind of hear more of like a carnival type of vibe from it, so I'll show you that. So Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is a song that John Lennon wrote. A lot of people rumored that it was about LSD because of the title of the name, but John Lennon was inspired because his son came home and had a painting, and John Lennon asked his son what it was, and his son said it is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And that really inspired John, and I think this song has a lot of this childlike wonder to it, and the more I listen to it, it has like this very fun, whimsical, wonderless vibe, and I think that it doesn't always make sense, but that's sometimes what makes things so beautiful, is that to a child, things don't need to make sense, and they can still be cool and fun. I'm going to show you what I've done so far today with the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and the first thing I typically try to find is what's called MIDI information, and this is just basically the skeleton of the song. The program I used a long time ago when I was a kid, it's called Guitar Pro. And what it is it actually is, people online that do this for free, is they tab the songs just for fun. And so that's exactly what I found, something like this. And then you can go to the vocal right here. And a lot of guitar players use this, but you can also find, even drums and basses already programmed in here. So this is kind of programmed information. What I do is I export this, all of this MIDI information, as well as it tells me the tempo, it tells me the time signature, the key of the song, and I import this into an actual session. So this is an actual session, and this is the song right here, right? And that's just a reference, but I also have all of this MIDI information that's already kind of tabbed out for me, which means that I don't need to go into the song and listen to everything and figure out all the keys and notes that they play, because that's all done. So what I can do now is, right here is I have my organ, and I could change it, play that, and then I could also go up here and do something else, like now I want it to sound like this, and then I close this and then it sounds like something else. But on top of that too, I also can go in there and change some of the information up. I can change all kinds of stuff. So that saves me a lot of time, but also lets me just be creative, and I don't need to worry about all of these technical stuff. So also, this is everything broken down. This is the melody, and then the drums come and play here. The drums need work still. And then the bass right here. So it's all just going to be worked on. Now, the Beatles were fucking great, And this song is a beautifully written song, and to try to up them is going to be very difficult. But I am going to try anyway. I'm going to take a lot of risk with the song because I want it to be worth it. Target, like right down the road, and they had so many college girls in there. I was like, holy shit. There was a guy, and he was buying like 3 boxes of condoms, and I was like, dude, I remember those days. I got a condom story for you guys. So I bought a box of condoms, and it was a pretty big one. It was like extra large quantity of condoms, and I left it in my car on a really hot day in the dash. And I just was like, I don't want to use these anymore. So I went back to the store and I tried to return them, and they're like, "What's wrong with them?" And I was like, "I didn't like them that much." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And that's the only story. And they didn't take them back. They're like, "No, we don't take condoms back." So I was like, "Shit." So I just threw them away, and I bought a new box. And but anyway, condoms are terrible. They're not good. My future relationship I want to be in, I actually want to use something called a Daisy, which is just something that she uses, and it like detects her like body temperature, and it lets us know if she's like, um, if she can get a baby or not if we do it. So that's a really good option. I bought this too, which is a strawberry fudge. It's made with almond milk. I'm gonna be a basic white girl right now. Hi there. Please like and subscribe, okay? Okay, I'm gonna do my Australian accent. Hey there, wallabies. Get that kangaroo. Yada yada yada. Boomerang.